it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean time to learn that.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's now 4th down.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Derek Watt.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And that is incomplete here. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Returnable for Spencer. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get him.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. first down. Here's Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now second.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
To Joe Mixon.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Burrow on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Up on the play. And a Bengal first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. And he fires one incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 1. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
We all knew. Let's 57's right. Cut.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 18.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Dave? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
17-yard line.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Harlan, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is what he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Bengals first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Roll. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down. Down to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere.
What's up, kid?
It'll be back at the 36. Boy, how good has this
Shit, about to
defense
get another
been
dub in Madden. I've been running through everybody lately.
Right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after
I played the
first and
Seahawks
second
last
down.
night in
Backwards,
Death
it's
Row.
third and very long.
I figured that nigga out.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards.
Figured them all out.
Scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
To return it, here's Deontay Spencer.
This nigga's wearing navy blue and I'm wearing black.
Inside the 30 at the 27.
Spencer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 83 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Didn't have a bad luck because
here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41.
what are you guessing still, bro?
Now it's Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play.
You know,
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard
in
line.
the state of Jersey, for the election,
And that'll
will only allow us to do mail-in ballots. There's no in-person voting.
Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You did? You went to the ball today?
In Pittsburgh, a lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings
2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep
I'm in cover 2, and I'm playing with my corner. Dummy.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Getting the sack.
You just throw a deep out to me and cover 2, and I'll play on my corner. Pick up a smooth off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I don't understand how everybody picks me
Look
up
at the
all
scoreboard.
day.
You think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Reader brought him down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Their own 10-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 2nd down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Cards. 2.
Here's Burrow.
Ball out.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I don't trust niggas in this league. I think I'm gonna blow this nigga out, and I don't want him to set the game off.
Yeah,
I mean.
And a Bengal first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Bengals.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for John.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Geis. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Look at that.
They'll run with Geis.
Patrick Peterson. Give me that. There's Patrick Peterson. Fuck me.
So this one in
Throw
the
to Patrick Peterson side like he a ball.
Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game,
you gonna run commit like I don't throw the ball every other play? Because I got DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with
99 yards down your throat.
And a pretty good game plan. Pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to